Welcome to Oxford, Mississippi and Swayze Field. It's an elimination game in the Oxford Regional. Georgia Tech taking on Ole Miss. The winner will take on Murray State in the regional final tonight. Derek Jones and Jay Walker with you as it's 3-2 to Georgia Tech's leadoff batter, Drew Burris. And Burris draws a leadoff walk. So an 8-pitch at bat. 1-1 to Schmidt. Stings this one out to right field. Back and gone. Kent Schmidt, who did not have a hit yesterday, answers the call big time here in the first inning. It is 2-0 Georgia Tech.
Talk about having the clutch gene and what Georgia Tech baseball is all about. Getting off to a fast start, rattling the other pitchers early, and just a nice quality swing from Schmidt. He tattooed that ball, effortless, as he puts it in the right field.
And this has been... This one hit well out towards left field, back to the wall, and that one is gone. Back-to-back home runs from the Ramblin' Wreck. Kyle Lodi's makes it 3-0 Georgia Tech.
Coming into this game, if we would have thought a team was going to hit a number of home runs, we would have said it's Ole Miss. That's what they do. They hit bombs, but the top of the lineup for Georgia Tech, getting it done early. Lodi's the junior shortstop, the first newcomer to the program at shortstop. So that's going to be the key, him with first pitch strikes.
Down goes Hernandez for the first down of the inning.
On a changeup.
Lackey drives this one to the gap. This is trouble. It'll get to the wall. Lackey will get to second base. It's another extra base hit here in the first. That'll bring in Caleb Daniel. He swings at the first pitch, hits this one high and deep out to right field. Federico is there. He makes the catch, tagging and heading to third base is Lackey. 2 away. In this Oxford Regional. Got him. Kerr strikes out to conclude the inning. 6 home runs, all solo shots, as Sanford drives this one out to right. This will be extra bases for Mitchell Sanford. Sanford will cruise into second base. He's got a leadoff double. And here we go for the Rebels. They've got the...
Is real.
Off the glove of Vaughn Lackey, Sanford over to third base. And that will be scored. A 2-1 into right field, and Hill has an RBI hit. Sanford in, 3-1. Georgia Tech up by 2.
Allow Furness to get back in the count.
Lost him. 2 on, nobody out. Unimar drives it to left, and it is caught. And then fumbled out and left by Caleb Daniel, and the runners stay in place.
Wow, what a great catch. Accomplishment to start the game.
Line deep out to right, to the wall. Goodbye. Ole Miss erases the 3-0 deficit.
Be talking about, but I I mean, this is what Ole Miss baseball does. They hit home runs in bunches. Humphreys hits his 12th home run of the year into the student section, and they do liquid celebrations out there. Whatever's in your hand goes up, and it doesn't come down the same.
Yesterday to Georgia Tech in the bottom of the first inning. This is a blooper. It's trouble, and that will be an infield hit for Campbell Smithwick. 3-2 towards left field, and the line over the head of Caleb Daniel. Smithwick stops at third, and Federico is at second with a double. And they aren't missing anything right now. They didn't miss there. Another hit. Foley with an RBI single that scores Campbell Smithwick. The lead increases to 5-3. Georgia Tech would love a double play ball here. And there is a called third strike. Here's Mitchell Sanford again, and Sanford swings at the first pitch. That will go right to Drew Burris, and that concludes the inning. 3-1. And that hits Drew Rogers.
Inside.
Back-to-back base runners to start the top of the second here for Georgia Tech. Popped into the air, shallow right field. Federico coming on, has the catch. And Burris still without a hit in the regional. Pops this one up, playable in the infield. And the catch is made by Luke Hill. High fly ball out towards center field. Humphrey has room, and the out. Here later tonight, as Hill drives this one into left field, that's a base hit, and it will send Hill to second base with a leadoff double. Two-two, popped into center field. That gets down for a base hit. Hill stops at third base. Furness at first, runners at the corners for the Rebels. They're back at it again, this time in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, not a hard hit ball, but there's a roadmap.
Utermark strikes out. Be either Duke or Oklahoma State, as Humphrey skies this one in the air. This could be deep enough to score a run. Hill scampers in from third, and it is a 6-3 Ole Miss lead.
Good baseball.
Popped in the air, left field, and there to make the catch is Caleb Daniel. Over to Chang. Low throw, and that gets away from Furness. Lackey will take second base. And Lackey is back on second base for a second at bat.
He's done a great job recruiting guys that can make an impact.
Daniel strikes out for the first out of the inning. Lead. The 0-1 is into right field, and that will be a base hit. Curse gets to second base. Lackey is in.
They win this game and show up for the night game, but if Ole Miss is playing tonight, this place is going to be electric.
Rogers strikes out for the second out. The 9-hole hitter for the Yellow Jackets. He swings at the first pitch, and this is a diving catch made out in left field by Mitchell Sanford to conclude.
Throw more strikes and pitch better. Normally, that's what you want to do, but you throw too many strikes against Ole Miss, the bomb squad will drop a bomb on you.
Hayden Federico into the shift. Hernandez makes the play.
Experience.
Foley puts this one in the air. Out towards center field for Drew Burris, who makes the play.
Ole Miss, they were a team. They have to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Over to third for Curse. A 1-2-3 inning for Carson Ballard and Georgia Tech.
Free State.
3-2.
Burris
Look who hits this one deep to left field, and it is gone. Burris with his first hit of the regional. It is a home run and a 6-5 game as Burris is on the board in the Oxford Regional.
Burris finally said hotty toddy Oxford, Mississippi with the home run. A quality at bat. This is what makes him elite. And he hit it right away and knew he had enough of it. If they can get him going, a lot of baseball left to be played in this game. That's a good sign for Danny Hall and Georgia Tech. Oh,
And Schmidt
tied it up.
has his second home run of the day. Way out of here. Kent Schmidt ties this game up at 6. And for the second time today, the Yellow Jackets go back to back.
I mean, this is a no doubter. Two quality at bats for Schmidt. Balls in his wheelhouse. Almost hit the same spot that lineup.
And Lodi's draws the walk. As 1-2 gets by Luke Hill in the left field. First hit of the day for Alex Hernandez.
Nice at
1-2. Breaking ball, line drive right to Hill. And Canny picks up the first down of the inning. Two-0. Over the glove of Furness, down the line, out in right. This will give Georgia Tech the lead. One run is in. Hernandez is in as well. And it's 8-6. Georgia Tech on a 2-run double from Caleb Daniel. Popped up first base side. And Furness grabs it for the second out. In the bottom of the fourth inning, but can Georgia Tech add to this? Drew Rogers hits this one towards Humphrey, who is in to make the catch to close out the inning. But four.
Is a team built for stalking.
Mitchell Sanford pops this one up third base side, and the long run and the out recorded.
Hey, doing a good job getting on base.
Over to short. Good throw by Lodis to get scored. 2-0. Into the shift to Hernandez. The Rebels go in order in the fourth. We'll talk to Mike Well as they look for another win, and this is a number hit by Schaus, and he is out to start up the inning. The 3-2 to Drew Burris. Burris has another hit. So after the long search for a hit in the regional, 3-2. Up the middle, could be two. On the back for one, and two.
Runs this weekend.
Utermark hits it well, out towards center field. Burris back, it's gone! A home run for Judge Utermark and Jay Walker.
Somebody's going to listen to them. This weekend, they've been the solo shots, and he just operates a little bit better with his timing.
And Humphrey strikes out. Lackey will take the toss over to first base. Ball 4, and Smithwick is on. Bump off the fence on Friday night against Murray State. And that hit Federico, and he will go to first base, and they may want to take. Ball 4. Foley had to give it a beat just to make sure that wasn't a strike. And the bases are loaded. Called third strike on Chang. And now there are two down. Tie game.
The plate.
Hill swings at the first pitch. Playable out in shallow right field, and Alex Hernandez makes the catch, but Ole Miss ties it up at 8. 5-1. 2-2. And Modis does not like that. He gets punched out.
To go inside, so you want him to have to extend on the outside portion of the plate.
Swing and a miss. Hernandez strikes out, and he is frustrated. Won't get it there. Lackey drives that one into left field. So they could not retire 3 straight back.
Home run. But you got to start moving runners over, getting them in scoring position to take advantage.
And that gets away, allowing Lackey to go to second base.
Well, they did the job for you.
Breaking ball. Sneaks by Utermark. Here comes Lackey. Georgia Tech regains the lead, 9-8.
What a crazy ball game.
2 down in the 9th for Wright State, but they need one more out. That one over the head of Curse Daniel to second. Three-two. Got him. However, Georgia Tech gets the lead back. A great season for Vanderbilt. Ball 4 and a leadoff walk drawn by Will Furness. Here's a look at the national seeds that have been eliminated. High drive out to Burris in center, but he's there. Chopper over to short, and it gets into the outfield. So we've seen defensive issues for Ole Miss. Now it is Georgia Tech.
Contact should score the runner from third.
And he strikes out. Ground ball. This is into right field for a base hit. We are tied up again as Humphrey almost went a little bit too wide past that base. It's an RBI hit for Hayden Federer.
High coordination.
Foley ropes this one into left field, but just foul. Swayze Field was ready to come unglued. Foley. Strikes out to finish off the sixth. So Ole Miss strands a pair of runners.
And in the Texas A&M. And the Supers, but took them to a great matchup.
And a leadoff walk. As Drew Rogers.
For walks.
Bunt by Schaus. Very good bunt. Foley fields it, makes a throw in time for the out. And how about some small ball? We talked about bunting being out. Nichols throws wide for ball 4. Two on, one out for Schmidt. He strikes out.
I really do like the way McClaughlin's come in here and had command of his pitches.
Two-two, swing and a miss. Lodies goes down. Yesterday, in the loss, Chang with a chopper over to third for Kurtz. Kurtz with a throw, and it is in time.
Big out there. Guys out there won't see Patel. Well, desperate times call for desperate measures. We're seeing Patel.
Mitchell Sanford. This will be a tough play for Lodies, and he can't make it. Luke Hill. Sanford takes off. Lackey with a throw, and it is not in time. Sanford has the stolen base. He's in scoring position with one out. Get there.
Get him to the ninth. You know, if he can get you the 7th and 8th, and in the 9th inning, if it's up in the air, you want to find somebody else.
And Patel strikes out Luke Hill for the second out. Will Furness will have an opportunity to give Ole Miss a lead. And Furness drives it into right center. Ole Miss back on top. 10-9. An RBI hit for Furness. Ground ball over to Kurtz. Kurtz with the scoop, the throw, and the out. But the lead back to the Rebels thanks to Will Furness. To a 1-run lead. Hernandez with a ground ball over to third, fielded by Hill, fires to first base. One out.
A couple times this weekend, yeah.
Did he go?
Yes,
He did. Two outs in the 8th.
Whoa. That one there, pretty subjective.
Back to the top of the order. Ground ball into the shift. Udemark has a beat on it. On to the bottom of the end.
That is not gone.
Line drive. fielded over at first base by Schmidt. Steps on the bag, 1 out. Coach Hall with
been bypassed that we wish we could have put on the list.
Smithwick pops this one out in the air to right. It is gone. Shower time again at Swayze.
They strike out a lot, but they hit home runs a lot.
This is another hard hit ball. This is the right field. It drops for a hit. Federico makes the turn to head to second base. He is in with a double. One, two. Called third strike, and Foley goes down for the second out. Didn't look like Chang went around there, but he strikes out. 3 more outs potentially left in the season and the coaching career of Danny Hall. Ground ball over to Hill, fields it, throws it, 1 out. Ground ball over to Chang, backhands it. Chang fires and it gets away. And that opens the door. And there's the bunt.
Nobody's
there to cover.
Whoa. I told you that there seemed to be something was going to build.
This one hit out to right field. Playable. Federico has it. Moving to third base is Brocious. 2 outs. Inside it bounces. And getting to second base is Schaus.
Now that's a different dynamic with first base open. The lefty Schmidt is in the batter's box now. Yeah, they're gonna walk him. Yeah, that's why I was really surprised that they sent the runner in that case. You know, you get the base hit, you tie the game, but you have the lefty versus righty matchup with a hard throwing right-handed hitter. Right-handed pitcher on.
Got him! Ole Miss advances to the regional final. And the amazing coaching career of Danny Hall is over. A Georgia Tech icon and legend says goodbye to Ole Miss head coach Mike Bianco.
One of the best to do it, second all-time wins, has established a program at Georgia Tech. Unfortunately for the Yellow Jackets, their season comes to an end, along with a legendary career. It's been a pleasure to